Bonsoir, bonsoir, chers amis. C'est Deaso et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour cet épisode 800. Donc j'espère que vous vous portez bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve donc pour commencer le grand événement. Bon, commencer le grand événement. Donc aujourd'hui, donc le plan, c'est de faire duel au pic des invoqueurs, en tout cas l'histoire d'une traite. Bon, ce sera pas en un épisode, ce sera évidemment plusieurs épisodes. D'ailleurs, j'avais dit que, ouais, donc que je sortirais tout aujourd'hui, mais je pense qu'on s'apprendrait probablement trop de parties, donc je pense que... Ouais, donc je pense que la deuxième partie d'exploration, ce sera peut-être pas demain, mais... jeudi... Attends, jeudi, mercredi... Peut-être vendredi quand même, hein. Ça me plaît pas trop. Enfin bref. Mais oui, mais de toute façon, on est obligé de tout faire cette semaine, vu que le temps restant, il s'enfuit. Non. Bon, on verra bien. On verra bien. Quoi qu'il en soit, commençons. Commençons donc enfin. Partez commencer, début suspect. Duel au pic des invoqueurs 1. Hop, rendez-vous à la cité de Mondstadt. On connaît bien la cité de Mondstadt, d'ailleurs. Il fait un peu de nuit, là. On va récupérer le succès avant. J'ai fait un succès de haut défi. On utilisait l'élément pyro pour brûler toutes les épines créées par l'hypostase d'Endro lors d'un seul anneau d'épines. Donc ouais, donc c'est l'hypostase d'Endro, donc c'est la phase où l'hypostase se transforme en arbre et il y a un cercle d'épines autour qui se réduit. Donc on peut les brûler. Donc ce que j'ai fait en fait, j'ai mis le feu à l'arbre et au moment où les cercles étaient le plus rapprochés, j'ai utilisé de la dispersion avec la voyageuse pour disperser le feu et ça a brûlé tout l'anneau d'un coup. Mais bon, faut vraiment attendre que ça soit bien rétréci, sinon ça marche pas. Sinon c'est trop lent. J'ai essayé aussi plusieurs fois de juste brûler les trucs juste avec l'arc d'Amber, mais le temps que Amber elle recharge son attaque pyro, ça prend beaucoup trop de temps. La partie où il y a le cercle d'épines se termine avant. Enfin bref. Ouais, on voulait passer au jour. Hop. Tic, 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 tic. Ah. Allons-y. Allons-y, ne traînons pas. Bah, oh putain, y a Timmy. Ah non, ça marche pas. Il faudrait passer beaucoup plus loin pour que les oiseaux ne s'envolent pas. Bref. Plongeons-nous donc dans cette nouvelle aventure. Eh oui. Tiens, des gens.
What a disaster! I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How'd you do?
I didn't do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid.
Bah, Timmy, c'est le GOAT de Mondstadt, hein, en jeu de cartes. Il a pas eu de chance. Hein.
I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who'll win the grand prize.
Bon, il se passe quelque chose.
A grand prize! Sounds like they were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ouais, tournoi d'invocation des 7.
Should be, but let's go ask Diona for details.
Mais on a l'air d'être un peu arrivé en retard pour s'inscrire, non? Allez, commencer, début suspect. Très bien. On a demandé des trucs à Diona. Diona qui est dehors. Ah tiens, je crois que j'ai vu quelqu'un avec des oreilles de chat. Bon après, elle a pas vraiment des oreilles de chat. Hein.
Wait, what? Am I seeing double? Do you have two tails?
Ah, bah ouais.
Your eyes are working just fine.
Yes, I have 2 tails. You want to pet them?
Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into 2? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around while you're asleep?
Oh, well,
sorry if those were tricky questions. I've just never seen anyone with 2 tails before. Who's Diona chatting with? From her outfit, Paimon would guess she's probably from Inazuma.
Et donc, comme vous pouvez le voir, Kirara a quand même de vraies oreilles, des oreilles d'humain. Dans cette forme en tout cas.
Oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing a couple of tails of your own in no time.
Huh? You think I could grow 2 tails as well?
Sure, you're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form.
Non, ils sont à côté de la plaque.
I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped out, just like that. People started calling me, Nekomata, I think?
Yokai? Nekomata? No. You got it all wrong. My ears and tail are part of my cat's line bloodline.
Oh, so you're not a Mondstadt yokai?
Mondstadt doesn't have anything like yokai. Is this your first time here?
Yep. Fortunately for me, the company I work for has been expanding, so I'm now getting the opportunity to travel to cities all over Tibet. Oh, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you that I almost lost track of time. I'd better get going, or I'll be late for my next customer. Diona of the Quetzline clan, your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komaniya Express.
Great. Feel free to come hang out anytime.
Hop là.
Do only yokai have tails in Inazuma? Hey Diona!
Donc si je me souviens bien, donc les Nekomata, ce sont des chats démoniaques qui peuvent prendre forme humaine. Donc contrairement à Diona, qui est on ne sait pas vraiment, mais c'est une personne avec du sang de chat. Diona n'est pas vraiment un vrai chat. Enfin, je crois.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Cat's-tail, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, and by the way, who was that just now? Oh, she's a courier from Komaniya Express. They're an international delivery service operating out of Inazuma. Huh? Is the Cat's-tail doing international business now? No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komaniya Express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there?
On a vu avec des ailes sur le dos et d'autres avec des oreilles de renard.
Right, but this is actually the first time we've ever seen one with 2 tails. Whoa, I'd love to go see for myself one day. Anyway, what were you two here for again? Did you need me for something? Oh yeah, Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation TCG tournament? Apparently there's prizes and stuff. A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. They even had posters imported from Inazuma.
Vraiment? C'est organisé par la guilde des aventuriers? Ah, ça j'aurais pas cru.
But I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss. Got it! Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh, what do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all.
Merci, nous te ferons honneur, professeur.
That's meow, like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. My boss usually takes a walk around there at this time of day. All right, we'll go there right away.
Ouais, on connaît la patronne. Ah, le forum de la Kocha, ça fait longtemps qu'on l'a pas lu. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit, en passant? Vous avez quelque chose sur le cœur, un doute, un problème, une bonne nouvelle, partagez tout ici, la queue de chat est toutouille. J'ai été choisi par le sage de Sumeru grâce à mes efforts et mon travail. Je quitte Mondstadt demain à la première heure pour aller étudier avec lui. Le chemin sera long. C'est la première fois de ma vie que je pars de Mondstadt. Je suis heureux et terrifié à la fois. Je me demande à quoi ressemblent Lieu et Sumeru. La formation dure 5 ans. Les parents que j'ai jamais quittés jusque-là sont vieux à mon retour. C'est ce qui me fait le plus de peine. C'est étant dit, je suis vraiment enthousiaste à l'idée de devenir un adulte indépendant. Mais je me sens coupable d'éprouver ce genre de sentiments. Je souhaite le meilleur à mes parents pendant mon absence. Et aussi à tous les habitants de Mondstadt. Ne vous sentez pas coupable. Vous avez grandi. Vos parents doivent absolument être fiers de vous. Maintenant que vous êtes un homme, venez à la taverne pour une boisson d'adulte. Pas de meilleure façon de célébrer votre départ. Évidemment. Je sais pas qui de la queue de chat remplit ce forum, mais...
Hey, Margaret! We thought we might find you here.
il fait du bon travail.
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let me guess. Back to play some cards?
It's not like we only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be the Adventurers Guild one that Diana mentioned.
Mm-hmm, that's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately. The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to hold a regional tournament for the King of Invocations Grand Prix. The rewards are quite substantial.
Oh.
Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize.
Really? Oh, darn! We already promised Diana we'd treat her to some food with the Muro we won.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the world by storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
En fait, ça a tellement de succès qu'on dirait presque qu'il n'y a rien à jouer dans ce monde. J'ai envie de jouer maintenant.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial tourney organized by some players. Would that interest you at all?
Ah, peut-être.
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm, so they've set up an unofficial tourney aimed at a larger player base. You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh, and the rewards are pretty generous too.
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret. We'll go check it out.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and other fun activities, so it's definitely worth a visit. Who knows? You might even bump into some old friends there. Right. If there's nothing else you needed, I'll be continuing my walk now.
On va rencontrer des gens qu'on connaît, ça paraît plutôt évident. Ah
Paimon still
tiens.
thinks that with your abilities, winning the grand prize in the official tournament would have been as easy as pie.
Ah. Tiens. Par contre, ça c'est quelqu'un qu'on connaît pas finalement derrière. Hein.
Just imagine it. Honorary Knight defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion. The headline practically writes itself.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Non, malheureusement non.
Whoa! Who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
Ah, ça me dit quelque chose.
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Tevat. We even have regular columnists based right here in Mondstadt.
Ah, par contre, on sait pas ce qu'elle a dit. Elle a dit que Elle a dit qu'elle a quelqu'un... Je crois que ce qu'elle a dit en anglais, c'est qu'il y avait quelqu'un à Fontaine qui écrivait pour son journal. Donc c'est Mona hein, qui écrit pour l'oiseau de vapeur. Bon, tant pis.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
Card Snatcher?
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Ah, peut-être pour prendre l'avantage sur ses adversaires ou se débarrasser des autres concurrents.
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece. So, what do you think? Want to join me in my quest to uncover the sensational story that's hiding behind the scenes?
That does sound interesting, but why us? Any reason you singled us out in particular?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liu who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
On est spoté.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh?
Écoute, j'en crois quelques-uns de nos exploits. Non, vraiment. Vous êtes bien renseignés.
Yeah, kinda scary. Does she research all her new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a great move for you. For starters, when my exclusive news article is published, you'll be credited as contributors. Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever traveling in Fontaine. And if you ever wanted to run an ad in the paper one day, no problem. I could make that happen.
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Pourquoi pas, nous avons du temps devant nous.
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand, so it's nice to know that you live up to your reputation, but even nicer to experience it for myself. Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of first. That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it along with me.
Bon, dans le texte français, il l'a pas mentionné en audio. Mais bon, la chroniqueuse de Mondstadt. Bon, évidemment, il y a une prime en espèces et de mise, donc évidemment Mona, elle va attraper le bait.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slight detour to drop off the Mora, then we'll be on our way. I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now. From what I've heard, you're quite well acquainted.
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. We know lots of people in Mondstadt.
Putain, je connais les gens mieux que Paimon, c'est bon.
Never mind, just lead the way, Charlotte.
Bon, allons-y.
Who could it be?
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
That still doesn't really narrow it down. We know lots of people with lots of Mora.
Wow, I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places.
Bon, on connaît qu'une seule personne riche à Mondstadt. Hein. A priori. À moins qu'il y ait des riches cachés.
Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
Voilà.
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've...
You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
Aïe aïe aïe. En fait, Charlotte, elle parle un peu comme Yoimiya. Disons, les mots ne sortent pas assez vite de sa bouche pour à son goût, j'ai l'impression.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Tibet, Mona.
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column All Things Astrological for the Steambird for a long time now.
D'ailleurs, Leila enchante les louanges. Hein. De cette colonne, hein. De cette chronique. Hein.
The chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was wondering when it would arrive. Thank you, Charlotte.
Huh, you make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona?
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside for daily necessities and purchased some expensive equipment. That's all.
C'est ça le problème de Mona. En fait, c'est pas qu'elle a pas d'argent, mais que tout l'argent qu'elle a, elle va dans des trucs coûteux pour son travail, et après, pour bouffer, elle a plus rien.
Classic Mona.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist, broken, starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
Le titre est accrocheur.
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Ouais, ça coûte très cher.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What brings you back to Mondstadt this time, Traveler and Paimon?
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Charlotte investigate the case of the card snatcher.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix? Where it is that the prizes are pretty stellar.
I'm much too busy with my research these days to dedicate time to a competition. Besides, even if I did enter, there's no guarantee I'd actually win a prize, is there?
Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know all of your opponent's cards ahead of time.
What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes. Besides, it wouldn't be fair to the other contestants.
Well said. Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen.
Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past precedent is anything to go by, you're the ones who ought to be wary of what's around the corner. Especially if you're chasing after this card snatcher, was it? Sounds like bad news. Shall I take a glance at what you're up against?
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. Relying on your astrological skills for all the juicy details would make this story a Mona exclusive. But that's not quite the kind of exclusive report I'm going for here. But don't you worry. They call it investigative journalism for a reason. We journos have our ways.
All right, well, best of luck with your investigation, then. Thanks again for bringing the bonus, Charlotte. Do give my regards to the chief editor.
La rédactrice en chef, ok. C'est une rédactrice en chef, pas un rédacteur en chef. Prends note. De ce cas, nous devrions refaire une partie.
I will, and yes, we should. I'll hold you to that.
Hop. Pour l'humilier encore une fois.
I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt regional final should be starting shortly.
All right! Paimon can't wait to find out who the finalists are!
Allons voir qui est le finaliste. Hop. Ah tiens, il y a un gros panneau.
Wow. So this is the venue, huh? Seems pretty lively here.
Charlotte a remarqué quelque chose.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work. Ah, enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work, can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Et ben on va taper la carte pour décompresser du boulot.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you...
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was right here, wasn't she? Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself!
Journalist from Fontaine? Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin. Now, let's give a warm welcome to our two contestants.
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time.
Bonne chance, Kaya.
Thanks, Traveler.
Même si tu vas probablement perdre face à Timmy.
We'll see you in a bit.
Va se faire défoncer par Timmy.
So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win?
Timmy, à mon avis.
Yeah, Timmy seems to be a pretty strong TCG player. Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, isn't that Charlotte's job? Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her.
Bon, on va aller voir. Il y a Hoffman qui regarde.
You've got this, Captain Kaya. The Knights of Favonius are counting on you.
Évidemment, il est là pour... Tiens, Léonard et Eichendorff. Non, Lénard et Eichendorff.
I sure hope Timmy wins the finals. At least then I could say I lost to the champion.
La meilleure strat.
I understand where you're coming from, but don't get your hopes up. It's gonna be tough for him to beat the cavalry captain.
On verra, on verra. J'ai pas l'impression que forcément que cet homme, que Kaya était extrêmement balèze en termes de jeu de cartes. Timmy se débrouille à merveille dans ce tournoi, comme s'il avait été béni par l'archon Anemo. Il fait partie des favoris pour la finale régionale de Mondstadt. Timmy est vraiment extraordinaire. Je l'ai vu affronter cette jeune fille blonde. Quelle splendide victoire. Incroyable. Avez-vous vu la plume briller dans le dos du jeune homme? La lumière a sans doute dû neutraliser mon œil du jugement et changer le cours du destin. J'amènerai mes vassaux de l'Empire d'Anétadel pour me venger la prochaine fois. Ah, la jeune fille blonde, c'est Fichet qui s'est fait dérouiller par Timmy. Et ce griffonnier est presque lisible. Ah. Celle griffonnée est presque illisible. Timmy, ne reste pas trop tard à jouer. Tu vois ce message, reviens plus tôt pour manger. Bon, on essaie de traduire. Ah tiens, regardez là, ça doit être des mini-jeux. Timmy!
I'm bringing my A game today, and I'm gonna win this thing.
Ce Timmy, il est déter.
Everyone's quite fired up. Whew. It's even making me a little nervous.
Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oh, le roi des invocations. Un roman léger inspiré de jeux de cartes. Il est là. Le fameux roi des invocations. On va y voir. Archive. Ah non, il est probablement même pas là, attendez. Je suis probablement au vrai endroit. Ouais, il a le roi des invocations. Un roman léger inspiré du jeu de cartes le plus populaire de tout Taïwan, Invocation des 7. Les personnages sont uniques et l'histoire pleine de rebondissements. Il s'agit d'une œuvre des plus appréciées de ces derniers temps. Il duel à travers une multitude de mondes pris fin. Le rituel suprême se déroula de manière inattendue et reflétée de nombreux cieux. C'est pas appuyer sur pause si jamais vous voulez le lire. Oh, ça va, c'est pas... On a lu des... Il y a déjà eu des trucs plus longs, hein. Roi des invocations, partie 1, fin. Eh ben... Oh, les beaux fruits.
Charlotte, what happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something? You did say you were supposed to be covering the competition.
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're trying to stay out of sight. I'm sure they must be plotting something.
You mean there are 2 card snatchers?
Shh! Keep your voice down! We don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use my camera to catch them in the act. Huh? Wait! Where'd the other guy go?
He's on the run!
After him!
Chopez-le!
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people often?
Oh, you're too kind. You should see the celebrities in Fontaine, the lengths they'll go to try and avoid the public eye. Compared to that, this is nothing.
That wasn't supposed to be a compliment.
Aïe aïe, les célébrités qui essaient d'échapper aux journalistes.
He's heading toward Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but quietly. We mustn't let him spot us.
Allons voir ce que fait Guy. Ou Guy. Il est toujours là. Il y a aussi Erta qui est toujours là.
Now he's heading away from the city. How long are we gonna follow him for? At this rate, we're gonna miss Kaya and Timmy's match.
Un lac de cidre.
Oh, there. Looks like he stopped. Let's sit tight and see what happens.
Why'd he come all the way out here? Is he gonna hide something? And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble! Quick! We need to rescue him!
Help! Someone save me!
What are the treasure hoarders doing so close to the city?
Oh là là, les petits pirates de trésors.
This oversize!
I see everything.
Ah, t'as pas brûlé, toi? Boum.
Are you alright?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was all over for me.
Those treasure hoarders, did you know them? It sure looked like they were here just for you.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk, minding my own business, and then the next thing I knew, I was surrounded.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture of you and one other individual in the middle of a deal back at the tournament. I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. And now you're feigning ignorance of the deal in question. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the Knights of Favonius?
Oh putain, ce sourire.
Whoa. No, please. I'll talk. But you gotta believe me, there's nothing shady going on, I swear.
Wow, that was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part. She didn't take any pictures at all.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said, okay, how much are you offering? And when he told me the amount, well, my jaw practically hit the floor.
Really? What kind of card back was it?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the general goods store. It had a treasure chest design on it. I only bought it because it was dirt cheap. This guy offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there. I could hardly believe my luck, so I decided to head somewhere less crowded and check the Mora was real. That's when I ran into the treasure hoarders.
Did you ask him why he wanted to purchase this item from you?
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and some people will pay good Mora to make their decks look flashy. It didn't strike me as that unusual. But after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, lieu, or something like that.
Or something like that? He either said that or he didn't. How certain are you?
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been taken off his shoulders. It was genuine relief. Could that card back really be as valuable as he thought?
That I don't know, but in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report all of this to the Knights of Favonius. After all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after, Charlotte?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there's going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums of money for a few card backs bought from a grocery store? My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone. This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
Pensez-vous qu'il y a un vrai trésor? Peut-être que la carte a été conçue par un célèbre artiste célèbre.
Ooh, you mean someone like Albedo? That would explain why only some people understand the true value.
Who knows? But wherever this leads, we're definitely onto something. Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card snatcher I saw last time. I'm sure it's the same guy. He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too. But shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final.
Good idea. Let's go.
Let's go. Bon, retourner sur le lieu du tournoi. Enfin bon, on va couper, on va faire une petite coupure ici. Peut-être même que c'est la fin de la coupure de la première partie. On verra bien.